Our story begins with an ambitious dream and a serene 5-acre cornfield in central Honduras. Well, not exactly. It actually starts with Doug and Mandy, and Andy, and Bridget. You see, Doug became involved with Carpenter's Heart, building a church in Honduras, and then he got Andy involved. But before they knew it, the church was done, and they wondered what to do next. It didn't take very long. You see, Honduras may lack in some areas, but one thing there's no shortage of is orphans. Thousands of them. So after a few barbecue and pancake fundraisers, this 5-acre tract was picked out, a deposit paid, and here is where our story takes shape. So, with a few friends, it was back to Honduras and a time to get busy, close on the deal for the land, break ground, and start leveling, and maybe check out some other orphanages just to pick up a few ideas. After arriving, it was time to get reacquainted with some old friends and check on the new church building. Kind of basic, but compared to just a roof and no walls, it's a huge improvement with lots of room for this growing congregation. The church sits on a beautiful piece of property overlooking a vast central Honduran valley. Looks like there's been some paint and decorating going on since last visit. Psalm 34:8, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. It's the generosity and obedience of God's people that make dreams like this come true. Now back to our cornfield. I think this has been done before. Something like, if you build it, they will come. Well, never mind.
Hola.
It's time to meet up with Santiago, the landowner, work out a few last-minute details and close on the land.
We're gonna start the bulldozer. Yeah, Monday if we. I mean, el lunes quieren empezar ya como a traer la máquina. Bueno, ¿qué le va a hacer? No puede hacer. ¿Quieres poner like that?
With all the details worked out, it's time to celebrate. No champagne here, just some fresh coca fruit.
Look at this. Oh man. Tastes good, man.
Mike, this is your turn.
Kevin.
It's like
it tastes good. You get one? It's sweet. It's sweet. It's good.
It's a snicker.
Just shoot it, okay? The only thing you have to do is shoot it.
Yeah. Shoot it? No, just suck the stuff off of it. Don't chew the meat inside.
Don't buy it.
There's some final paperwork to do on the land, but for now, it's off to meet the excavation contractor. Heavy equipment is hard to find in this remote section of the country. Sometimes it's even harder to find equipment that is in working order. Never accepting defeat, our fearless team is off to find a contractor who can get the job done right away. And here he is, Marlon to the rescue! Even our new neighbors are impressed, and this contractor comes with his own interpreter, a huge asset to the team.
Good, how are you, sir? Well,
Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Peter. How you doing? How was everything on here?
Good.
Everything's great?
So far, so
Started
good.
your job?
This is.
Is your land too?
It's our land.
Okay,
We're going to build an orphanage.
Nice. Where are you from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Doug and Andy discuss some last-minute details for the grading. Watch out for those bugs. The moment everyone has been waiting for. Kevin Costner, eat your heart out. These corn stalks won't all go to waste. A local farmer will be using them to feed his cows. Time now to head over to the first orphanage for an up-close look. Roads are a bit different here in Honduras, and when it rains, you never know when you'll be blocked by a mudslide. Here it is, the orphanage operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The facilities are modest, but compared to the alternatives, it is safe and adequate.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. The Lord's going to be with you. Amen. Yeah, they just buying a piece of property. They want to get some ideas. You know, when you see the needs, I mean, your heart cries, you know. Sure.
How long have you been here?
I've been here 11 years.
And so it's nice to be able to come down, and this week we're doing Bible school, different things with our kids, and that's nice. We want to show them that we're not going to teach them about Jesus and leave them. We're going to try to disciple them as much as we can.
The children are both precious and beautiful.
Hola, ¿cómo se llama?
Everyone pitches in at lunchtime.
Blessings.
Meet Kenzie and her younger brother.
Kenzie. ¿Cuántos años?
7. 7 años.
Kenzie.
Time to clean up. And pose for some pictures.
We don't know what happened, but both of their parents were killed somehow, and they were just found in the streets. Him and his little brother. So much heartache.
It's such a blessing that these children have a place to take care of them. A little bit of soccer after lunch. Looks like the old guys are holding their own. It's been a great visit, but it's time to go and check on the progress back at the cornfield.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Here's a bird's eye view of the action. The ground is extremely fertile, but in a few places there are some hidden volcanic rocks. That's a surefire way to lose a cameraman. A little digging with the backhoe. And just roll it away. Next, it's on to the home called Fort Lauderdale, and it's all boys. Looks like another mudslide. This one's almost repaired. This facility was started by two businessmen, one from Florida and one from Germany. It's not associated with any religious group, and they allow anyone to come and speak. The buildings are well maintained, lots of recreation areas and classrooms. And of course, the ever-present availability to play soccer. This bronze sculpture is a constant reminder of what's important here. There's a large guest house for visiting ministries and volunteers. And a high-tech computer lab.
Yo tengo 11.
Music was a huge hit with the boys.
I received him as my
And the door was wide open to minister the gospel.
Señor como mi Salvador. El libro de Juan. Yeah. De John.
John,
yeah.
And certainly you always have time to play soccer in Honduras. It was tough to leave. It's a basketball marathon until late in the night. The next morning, it's back on the road again. Everything is negotiable, even at the gas pumps. row, the corn is coming down. Not string beans, pica pica, Honduran version of poison ivy. All the American food brands are here, but when you are really hungry, only one place will do. It's Power Chicken! This chicken is so good, they protect it with armed guards.
Sheila. Hey.
An opportunity to share the gospel with a windshield washing boy on a city street. Now, here's where adventure gets tough. There are not enough private orphanages in Honduras to take care of all the children. Our next and last visit was to the state-run facility, just on the edge of the city of San Pedro Sula. The building is on the grounds of what used to be a men's prison. There is still a prison facility next door. Upon entering the facility, we met with the supervisor in charge. Once inside the courtyard, we could hear the chatter of little children's voices, but not one child in sight. They were all locked in rooms, steel bars on all the windows.
Their background, they have like legal issues. Entonces, todos estos niños no son huérfanos, en su mayoría. O sea, tienen sus padres, pero vienen de maltrato de esas familias. Not all of them are orphans, like they come from, you know, they've been like received physical mistreatment, physical abuse. Exactly.
More discussion with the supervisor. We were warned, no pictures and no videotaping would be permitted. Since the video camera was not confiscated, we brought it inside and decided to tape anyway.
And some of their children have legal issues because of the physical abuse, so they're not allowed to be taken. Por lo demás, pueden trabajar con ellos como gusten. Excepto eso, sí, no nos permite la institución. So you can do all sorts of stuff, but no cameras allowed.
This room was locked, no adult inside, about 25 children, and 6 beds.
Vaya, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Sentaditos, sentaditos. Ya va, sentaditos. Quítale la puerta, mami, quítale la puerta, mi amor. Sí, mi amor, sentado, ¿sabes? Sentaditos. Sí, sentaditos y ordenaditos.
Quiero estar en la foto.
In the nursery, there were 2 infants per crib. At first, all the lights were off. The stench of urine was overwhelming. Almost all were covered with bed sores, insect bites, and rashes of all types. This little boy's face was covered in sores. It was amazing how their faces lit up once they were held and talked to by the team. The only windows in the room were up near the ceiling. No view of the outside from the children's cribs. 1/3 of the children had mental disabilities. This girl continued to thrash her arms back and forth without stopping. Standard sanitary and housekeeping was non-existent. I set the camera on a shelf to pick up an infant. As I picked up the infant, Bridget was appalled. There was no crib sheet. The baby's undershirt was soaked with urine, and I had to lay the baby back down because of the bed sores on its back. With a red shirt in the background, was given a fresh bottle of formula, but it was too hot, it burned my finger when I tested the temperature. I think Pastor Barry wants to take one of these little ones home with him. We just couldn't take it anymore. We piled in the van and took off. To where? The grocery store, of course. Diapers, ointment, cereal, eggs, baby powder, and 40,000 Lempira later, about 250 American dollars. We went back and distributed all the supplies. Not part of the day's plan, but we had to do it. While we were gone, some local groups came out with some early Christmas gifts. A total change the inner courtyard from when we first arrived. There were now faces to go with all the voices. If there is any doubt as to the purpose of the visit, the goal of the carpenter's heart, or what needs to be done, those doubts are gone forever. A sobering, quiet ride back to the house.
We left and came back in about a 4-month period.
Caballo. Caballo.
Back at the land clearing, looks like our backhoe has another run-in with some volcanic rock. Call the welder and call it a day. All is not lost. Our backhoe operator, Marlon, became a Christian, and Pastor Kevin presented him with a Spanish Bible. So, how do you feel? A bit overwhelmed? You may not be able to save all the needy children in the world, and you may think, what can one person do? But what if, in this world with so many tragedies and so many needs, what if you could change the world for one child? That wouldn't be very hard, would it? And if you could change the whole world for one child, it really couldn't be that difficult for 2 children. What is one more? To change the world for 2 children, it's okay, but 3 children? Now, that would be an accomplishment. After 3 comes 4. 4 is the number of the Gospels. If we joined hands, we could provide for 4. Indulge me for just one more time. I ask you, if we stand together in His name, could we turn the life around for 5 children? Matthew 10:42 says, and whoever gives to one of these little ones, even a cup